Hey everybody, it's Sonjdradeluxe. I'm here with a Beyonce inspired tutorial. I love her kind of nude bare eyes with a bit of gloss or glitter on them and a brownish lips. Brownish lips, not a brownish lip. Anyways, if you want to see how to get to look, stay tuned. I'm going to start off with my usual suspects and I'm going to snatch my nose. This is a Profusion bronze by Makeup Forever in the color 30M. I'm building the color up at the upper bridge of my nose and pulling it down to the tip to give a soft contour, and I'm building up the color again at the upper bridge of my nose and pulling it into my crease. I don't really want to have like a definitive crease color, I just want a little bit of depth there to carry the glitter. Next, I'm going to take my Pro Sculpting Duo in Golden. I'm going to go on the highest points of my face, so at the upper part of my lip, on the bridge of my nose, and on the tops of my cheekbones to give a nice candlelight glow. And I'm going to take the same highlighter and take my ring finger, or whatever finger you love the best for this, and I'm going to go into the inner corners of my eyes, keeping it mostly on the bottom half just to add a little bit of depth for when we put the glitter, so it's not just bare skin, and I'm making sure it's blended so there's no lines of where you stop. This is my dark deep mineralized skin finish. I'm taking a big fluffy brush, pushing it into my cheekbones to contour them and add a little bit of bronziness. I want this to be more of a blended contour look, so I'm blending it onto my cheeks, but always starting where you want the most product, which is in the hollows of my cheeks, and going around my hairline and just blending it all over so it's nice and seamless. Then with Color Shell and my Dose of Colors Glitter Duo, I'm going to open up the lid to the primer side, ring finger again, and I'm going to massage a small amount on the eyeball area, which is the eyelid. I'm not putting it into my crease, but I'm making sure I have a nice even coat all over the lid so that the glitter doesn't adhere kind of unevenly. Same thing on this side, starting in the center of my eye and working it back and forth, have a nice, even, smooth, primed eyelid area. Then I'm going to screw off the lid and I'm going to get into the glitter part. I'm going to start in the center of my eye and work my way by tapping, which will add the most product on the outer edges of my eyes, again starting from the middle. I'm also going to drag a little bit of that glitter up into my crease just for a little bit of sheen, but because we didn't put primer there, the color or the glitter is not going to be as opaque. It's just going to give a little bit of dazzle there, but most of the glitter is going to stick to where we put the primer. I'm also going to take this darker shade, I don't know the name, so I'm going to have to find it and write it in the description box. I'm going to tap it underneath my eyes, and the reason why I'm using a little bit of a darker color, even though it looks like it could be the same color at first glance, it just adds a little bit more depth so it's just not super flat all the way around your eye. This will add a little bit of body to your lashes too, just with a little bit of depth. And then pull it out a little bit as well to kind of angle my eyes. And I'm going to take a brush, this is the brush I contoured my nose with, just to blend it out so there's no lines. I'm going to take my Lights Camera Flashes mascara by Tarte and go on the top and bottom lashes. I like to use the tip of the mascara wand and wiggle back and forth so I get the most drama for your mama, and it'll give you nice full separated lashes to match the intensity of the false lashes I'm about to put on. I like to put my mascara on before mink lashes just because I like the natural wispiness of mink lashes. These are the Lash Bunny Boutique lashes in Van City Babe. I put on a small amount of glue and I'm pushing it as close as I can to my lash line. I like to just kind of drop it in the center of my lid and then pull the outer and inner corners down and keep working it until it sticks and it's seamless. Giving it a little pinch will help push the wet mascara into the lash while the mascara is still wet, so they kind of blend a little bit more seamlessly into the false lash. So you can't see where my lash starts and the false lash begins, it just all blends together. Now I'm adding this in just because sometimes my mistakes can help you understand your product a little bit better. I used too much of the liquid lipstick at first to try and do this soft ombre effect, and I brought it right to the outer corners, but when I rubbed my lips together, well, before it dried, it kind of went everywhere. That was a hot mess. So whenever you have like a brand new liquid matte be sure to add very little and blend it from there, or you'll get like a Homer Simpson mouth and it just goes everywhere, which I always get. But anyways, I'm gonna start again. Put a tiny bit of the kind of raspberry color just in the center, and I'm gonna use the chocolate brown color and go inside of my mouth this time to line the outer edges of my lips so it doesn't get, you know, all the way everywhere around. And I'm just gonna massage what I have on my lips around so that it blends without adding too much more, because it's gonna be a mess. I'm a mess with lips anyways. But from far away it looks great. I don't know many people that are gonna see me this close in any other situation. Touching up the raspberry color just in the center to give a little bit dimension. And that completes the look. I couldn't feel like I could slay in that bushy hair in my shirt, so I changed and I straightened my hair. But anyways, that's the look. I hope you all enjoyed. And if you like my hair, by the way, I've been getting a lot of questions about it. It's Virgin Hair Fantasy, and you can use the coupon code Sonja to get a discount. This is a lace wig. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and follow, and love yourself and stay pretty. And I'll see you guys again in the next video. Take care.